on pop for the day.
Are you just sitting there, bro?
That was good. That was a good call on Popeye. That was a good call on Popeye. What you call me?
No way you're on that build, bro. Oh my god.
Why are you so obsessed with fries like this? Eat your fries.
Yeah, he was shooting the shit out of someone.
I said I'm not running twos with two guards.
My Pablo,
What?
yeah, I need to roll up.
This nigga like me, bro.
Now I'll find this one bit. Look at you. Look at my phone.
Okay, Coach, well, the holiday rush, that's in full swing in nearby Manhattan, but we've got football here 8 miles west at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it.
Look at my phone. Get it to come back on. It was dead.
Between the Chicago Bears
I put on the charger.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Oh, go eat your food. Stop.
I don't know why I'm expecting any of y'all to get bored.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler.
Hey man, I didn't even touch anything.
There on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now, we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up.
I told you
Nice
that.
play by the defense.
They'll try the right side with Eckler.
I told you to check every time you were on.
A second down play.
I know it did it to me my first one.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz.
It ain't even showing that it's dead or not. Oh, it's charging now.
I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Bro, why is 2K giving this nigga green? I mean, come on, nigga, you slow as fuck.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Kaden, eat, don't touch that controller.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the back.
I swear to God, that went in, bro.
And make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey,
I got no vibration.
That's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Nigga, all you do is fucking dribble. Nigga, do something with the ball. Oh my God, give these niggas one more fucking white, bro.
Trubisky brings the Bears up first and 10, just shy of the 30. A little jet sweep to start the drive.
Oh, wait.
Tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4
Do this.
on the first down play.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because let's face it, you can't.
How was that a foul? I hit the ball.
Execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They may want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
I don't have time for him dribbling. That's too much time for no reason.
That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20.
Why are you passing it? Man, I gotta go to the basket.
I think it all came together there. In
I
breaking
hate
route,
random.
drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the
I
sticks.
hate randoms.
Now Trubisky. They'll get this into the hands of Breida. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Stop screaming, bro. So, screaming.
It's Matt Breida. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
A big man can't get a rebound over a damn point guard.
God,
you suck as a big man. Please, just delete your fucking 2K account.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Jake Butt. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all
I said back out,
because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Here's Breida. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Quite the opening drive.
What is he doing?
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff.
One stop, one fucking stop.
It looks like it's going like
just stay on him. Let him have the 250 if you need to.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
He does one step back and it gets me stuck. Bro, let me pass the ball.
First here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench.
Pass it back. Pass it back out. What are you doing?
Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight.
Huh?
Now we get to turn it all loose.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
We slickly 3-point.
Off of play action, Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's going to have to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the
I'm
football.
wide.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
No, we should have just took the 3 while we had it.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was.
Oh, he sucked.
Give me
the ball, give me the ball, give me the ball. No, bro!
Just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed to
Thank
get
you,
bolder
bro.
in this pass rush, won't it?
This nigga is really about to sell, bro.
In my mind, gang.
A second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Why am I going down in overall and I'm getting 98 and 96, 97?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that.
I'm a 99.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes.
I'm a 99.
Carl Nassib. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still call the screen, now
trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught.
Can we get another big man, please? That sucks.
And break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all, and you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
After the sack on 1st down, Trubisky.
Let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has it up.
Damn, why didn't throw the ball, man?
He gets swallowed up in the end zone.
God damn.
So apparently some grabbing there on the
My
middle
mad
of the
game.
line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position.
Yeah.
It's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Shit, man. I'm gonna be at 90 by the night. I know, I ain't putting no more VC on them.
1st and 10 at their own 22. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Darnold. He'll get this to Eckler. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best.
He
did.
did.
Out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Uh-huh.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack. Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play. On 2nd and 12, Trubisky completes it to Miller. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield. He reads defenses so well, doesn't he? He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target. I don't think so either. I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen.
Why you didn't bounce up?
It's only up to about the 35. A gain of 3, 2nd down. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz.
Move, Curry.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
There's no way.
He didn't want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career. You're saying that's going into the trophy case? I'd put it there. Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. If you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job. Finding ways to take the ball away from the other team. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there. On 2nd down, Eckler. Now the ball comes loose. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. Oftentimes you say some guys have a knack for creating turnovers. He forced a fumble last week, forces another one. And one of my good coaching buddies, Frank Delano, always told me, hey, Davis, creating turnovers is not as much about skill as it is about desire. Oh, I thought it was going to be will, because will rhyme with skill. Come on, man. With desire. We'll go with desire. What are you, the rhyme master now? Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Man, come on, man.
Austin Eckler, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with the battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive?
Man, bro, you was not getting blocked by him, man.
You can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. 14 yards and a Chicago first down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Trubisky now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky.
Man, come on with that shit, man.
Derwin James with a pick. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. From the 50, it's Darnold. On the screen, this is Eckler. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game.
What to do, boy?
That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books.
Man, my man
but
game.
now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Hell no.
Darnold from the gun. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. Throwing again is Darnold. Throw left side complete.
He caught that, really?
Now the Jets going to use the second of the
Hey, man. Come on, man.
as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler.
Why did you need to do all that?
7-yard line. That was signaling a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is right through. And that will push the lead up to 12-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
What? What?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'll run on first down. Cohen. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 16, Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost
Nah.
and scooped up by the Jets.
This nigga Trubisky weak as fuck, boy.
30, the 20, 10, and he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. Point after try forthcoming. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time.
He came up and got that, bro.
C.J. Mosley. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it. And sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. It's Eckler again. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. They'll run here with Eckler. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. That'll bring up 4th down after back-to-back-to-back 3-yard pickups. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good one.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. You know, despite the scoreline, I don't think they're like where they are here. They're on the road and just 1 big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense.
He bumped my dude. What the fuck?
Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Throwing here, Trubisky. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But
What?
correct. No pick, just incomplete.
What, man? Move. Well, get your cup. I don't know where your cup is.
Here is Eckler. About 3 yards there to the 27.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Once more, here's Eckler. And oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here comes the
What?
This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
They run. Robinson. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Again, it's Robinson. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Robinson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. And his kick is good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick. Right?
Wow.
It's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field.
And oh, his first carry, he loses the field.
Man, bro. I'm not going for this shit, man.
They're going to take over at the 34-yard line. First down. It's Robinson. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Come on, man. This shit, man.
Here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Here. Oh, what? know what you're saying.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
You don't want short?
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, man, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he comes back with 1 complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Trubisky to Cohen out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Nine yards on the 1st down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness. Just about got him into the end zone.
Here's a handoff to Cohen running right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there. And he's got a Bears touchdown. Jacob Hollister, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears get a bit closer. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Eckler. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll run on first down. Robinson. And some space here. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 45 yards. Big run here in the fourth as they continue to wear down this defense.
And that's when the offensive line coach clicks onto the headset and says, head coach, offense coordinator, let my guys fire out and hit people. We're wearing them down. Let's finish them off with the running game.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. On the run, it's Robinson.
Now that's a fumble, man. Come on.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's matched
Damn.
the line of scrimmage. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. On the ground, it's Eckler. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
On third down, Robinson. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards. They'll look to throw. That's complete to Jake Butt. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there. And he's got a Bears touchdown. Roosevelt Nix, his first touchdown on the year, as they are able to cut into that lead. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jets have got it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number empirical.
On the give, this is Eckler. The tackle made by Blake Martinez. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
The nigga is hella garbage. Yeah. War. Oh man. Oh man.
That one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a
I'm keeping away from boys for a while.
That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I told you I was gonna be in 2K.
Like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something
Dang, I was too
used to
quick.
talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
What are you talking about? I could dunk. I'm a 2-way slasher. 2-way playmaking slasher.
2 minutes left to
But
play
this is
in
new.
football
It's
game
new,
here
though.
on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll look to throw here. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Y'all stop. Hardly falls.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And they've got it.
They just hold me. They just hold me.
In that spot, you got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Man, no, I don't even have that on. Why do you do that? That's bullshit. I do got it on.
That glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On third down, here's Eckler. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Come on, block this
So
motherfucker.
fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 39.
Block this motherfucker.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. Well, it's hard to put your finger on whether this is something to celebrate or something maybe the offense is embarrassed by. But that's now 6 field goals he's made in this game alone.
Yeah, he's bailed them out quite a bit so far. But it's very comforting to know that you have a kicker that's got your back.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts. Got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want.
Oh, shit.
How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out.